Hey guys, I'm still riding high from this last Boldness Code Intensive workshop, and I wanted to answer some questions that you've been asking me. Number one, does this help with approach? Yes, most guys think that it's the girls that are blocking your approach, that girls are your challenge, and that's not really true. The real one getting in the way from you just going up and talking to women is you. That's why the first thing we do is I help you change your frame and release limiting and blocking ideas. I have a 4-step process that I use. It's very useful. You can use it anytime, and it actually liberates you from all the stuff that's holding you back. Once we do that, then we go out and do a series of exercises out in the world. Here in New York, we went out to Union Square. In LA, we go down by the beach. And I show you, for example, one of the things is how to use a simple sales strategy called assume the close, where you just assume that she likes you, and you assume that she enjoys you, and she assumes that she'll enjoy talking to you. And when you do this, you'll see it's a practice. You carry yourself differently. And again, this prevents you from falling into that dreaded friend zone. Then, depending on your individual blocks and challenges, because everyone has different ones, I give you very specific exercises to go out and practice with women during the day, and at night we go out as well. Actual practice with actual real women. And it's really fun, by the way. We always do it in a spirit of play and fun. We're all over Union Square here, restaurants, bars. We go out, we make girls laugh. One guy was singing out loud in the park. For a couple of guys who carry tension in their faces, we had them go to a karaoke bar and we just tore the place apart. It was really fun. So different exercises for you depending on what you need. Now, what about conversation and rapport? This is one of the big subjects that comes up. One of the biggest challenges guys ask me is, how do you keep the conversation going once you walk up and start a conversation? But that's the wrong question. I take you much further than that. The point of conversation is not just to keep it going for the sake of avoiding silence. Sometimes you want silence. But really to reveal more of yourself, to learn about what inspires her, what touches her, what's important to her, what she dreams about. Very few men do this. It's also to laugh with her and just have her relax with you as a trustable man. And I'll show you how to give the signals that you are a trustable man. Now, I've got about, 20 conversational techniques to help you do this wherever and whenever you meet women, and we practice them on the weekend. Now, I'll give you one. One is a technique to prevent you from going up into your head. A lot of the guys who come to these workshops are very brainy, smart guys, and women can tell when you're talking to them, you're not in the moment. So here's a technique to demonstrate that you're really there. I call it calling in the present. And what you do is use simple verbal cues like, I'm listening to you and I notice that. Or, I'm watching you and I'm thinking. Now, not only are these phrases good for you because it keeps you in the moment, but it also gives her what she most desires at this point. Confirmation that you're not robotic, that you're not running on some stupid routines, that you're not thinking about what you're saying next, but you're actually right there with her. Now, by the way, I'll also show you how to own those awkward silences, make her laugh, make you laugh, show that they don't bother you, and actually turn them into more fun. Now, these aren't difficult techniques. You just have to come and learn them and practice them with me and with with women, when we go out during lunch to meet them, we go out in the evening to meet them. You'll see, once you have the techniques, you kind of relax, everything becomes easy and better. And this is kind of the key. Women don't respect this kind of natural, easeful presence from men. They'll be blown away by how you handle conversations. Now, another question I get a lot is, will these weekends, does this work help me get out of the friend zone? Now, so many gurus talk about getting out of the friend zone. Well, I got news for you. The way I put you through it, you're never in the friend zone to start with. Because the way a woman reads you and feels you and hears you in those first few seconds, she knows that you're a sexual being, which you are, that you're a sensual man, that you're a candidate, that you're in the game. I'll give you an example. Just the other night, we walked into this pizza place, and there was this beautiful girl standing up. And I was walking past, and there was a half-eaten pizza. And I said, it looks delicious. And she said, it is. And I said, well, the pizza looks good, too. She laughed. She totally laughed. She said it was spicy. And then I said, what about the pizza? And she looked me in the eye, and she said, both. And it was a beautiful moment. She was giving me that signal. This isn't hard. You just have to have the balls to play. Remember, you're not hurting anybody. You're creating fun and laughter and the sizzle of sexual energy. Don't you think that your average office worker, teacher, nurse, lawyer, I don't care, don't you think they want to laugh? And don't you want to think that they want to be made feel attractive and sexy? Of course they do. You're playing. Now, staying out of the friend zone is also in the way you dress. And when you come to the weekend, you'll work with my stylist. I bring a top Hollywood stylist to every intensive, and she works with you personally, matching your silhouette, it's a word I learned from her, as well as your skin tone to clothing to make you look youthful, playful, interesting, intriguing. It's amazing. I've gotten so many compliments since I started working with her, and a lot of the guys have written to me, and I've sent the letters on to her. It makes her so happy. People are getting compliments. They're getting attention. And remember, the guys who come to this workshop so far, from age 22 to 68, close, tell them that you're in the game and not in the friend zone penalty box. Now, how else to show that you're in the game from the beginning, that you're a sexual, single man, ready and willing to meet great women? Well, it's also in how you carry your body, how you use your voice. Where's your voice? Is it here? Is it up here? Is it down here? Right? There are very simple steps to go through on each of these things. What to say it, how to breathe, how to stand, how to touch. You just have to learn how to do it. Now, what if you're shy? Some people ask, I'm shy, I'm not an asshole, I'm not a bad boy, and they say, is this for me? Well, I hate this dichotomy also. It's a false dichotomy. Some people say you're either a nice guy or you're an asshole. It's not true. You're either a pushover or you're a good man with edge. Listen, you can tease girls and you can be playful without being an asshole. You can demonstrate that you set the boundaries of your life impeccably and boldly without making some kind of bad boy show of it. I mean, you can do that. If you're young, you can do that, but it doesn't really work after a while. What I want you to do in my system, you're a good man, but you crank it up and you communicate it on a level to demonstrate you're not just good, but you're an admirable man, that you're a bold man, that you're a commanding man, and that you're living your life with edge. All that pick-up neg stuff where you neg girls, it's very effective. It's effective with drunk girls in their 20s. But as guys learned in this last boot camp, it can really backfire. You say that kind of childish junk to a real woman in her 30s, and she'll call you on it in a New York second. She'll get that you're being inauthentic, and she'll say, why are you hiding behind this shit? So boldness is number one about living your edge. Coming to workshops like this, pushing yourself socially, verbally, with touch, physically, emotionally, spiritually, basically breaking through any feeling that you're not enough in your life and making sure that you're always pushing your boundaries so you're moving into a new phase. So you sizzle with vitality. And the second step is to communicate that excitement you have about your life in a language that women really hear, that intrigues them, that opens them up, that makes them want to get what I call on the ship of your life, to get on the ride of your life. So it's about communication. Now, if this is the kind of thing you're looking to accomplish, just click on the link below and sign up to talk to me. I'm doing a series of free consultations to see if you'd be right for these weekend intensives. They're not for everybody. They're really for you if you're tired of not getting exactly what you want out of your social life. No one's getting younger. And you're also ready to take the firm steps to advance. I'll give you those steps. I'll follow up with you. We'll do the weekend. We'll do a month of coaching afterwards because I want to make sure that you implement the changes that you accomplish over the weekend. This isn't a fly-by-night thing. This is about you and me getting you to the next level.